Yo, all right, well, look, we're back. I don't know. Okay, so they're showing Reina. They're showing Reina right now. So we just got done watching Victor. So, of course, the Reina trailer looks ridiculous. I'm still waiting for them to put Lydia in there, but it is what it is. Bro, was that a stance while she was backing up? Nice. That looks like a down back four. Punish. Ooh. It looks like she's plus on that. It looked like forward 1-2. And I guess they've actually been to the same school when it came to her and Jin. Ridiculous. Uh, Oof. Yeah, that looked like a Lydia. Nice. Ridiculous, bro. She's a Mishima, bro. See, I want to know her backstory. When I first seen that, it was ridiculous. Into the wall splat, ridiculous. With the counter, that's a Lydia counter. Oof. Bro. And then what is this void? Crazy. Facts. Used. Oh, hold on, my bad, guys. The
Reina,
whole time I
like
didn't even
who
have the
she
sound on.
is, and she's
It's
got
okay.
God fist. Like,
We've
where
been
did
through
that
it.
come from?
If anything,
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
look, we're gonna.
probably skip the
You
trailer
got to
and we'll
see,
just
man.
go
He's
to
got the
here.
stick ready.
People, when I got this stick, it's smoke.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
it's on, bruv. It's on. So we're going to be showing you now a deep dive into Reina. I mean, there's a lot of mystery surrounding this character,
So
right?
who's
but
playing Reina?
We're going to try to
Oh,
uncloud a
he
bit of
is.
that
Never
mystery,
mind, I'm tripping.
especially when it comes to her gameplay. So let's get into it. Me and Bubsy on the ting right now. Here we go, Reina. So Bubsy, give us your overall your overview on this character, what you're thinking.
Overview is definitely, I feel that she's going to be a very strong pressure character. You know, she has
Facts.
those stances. And I think when she gets up on her face and really starts, it's going to be very, very scary.
And she has a wave
Yeah,
dash.
you can see.
Okay, so I guess let's talk about her movement first, right? I mean, what do you think about her movement?
I mean, she's got really decent movement. Backdash is okay. Side walking, side stepping. I think it's decent.
Yeah, the back
One thing I
step,
really
the
like
back,
is the wave dash. If you see the wave dash, and I'm not the
the
best at
Korean
wave
back
dash, right?
dash
But
does
I mean, the
not
wave dash, you
seem
can see
okay.
that
Like it feels like you're not
coming
going
out of her
anywhere.
feet, right?
Let me go player two. You
got
know,
P2.
I have to sometimes be a player two.
Yeah, you got a P2 Mishimas, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
See that? Look at the sparks from her feet.
And that just goes to show the effort that Ban and Namco has put in when it comes to just making the
Bro.
character look sick, right?
That looks
Movement-wise,
awesome.
you're saying pretty good, right?
Decent, yeah.
Okay, now let's, I guess, go into the key moves. And there's one you already touched upon, Bubsy, the electric wind god fist.
Yes.
You know, it's the good old. Whoa, when I get it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a.
There we go.
There you go. It's just your. It feels like a Heihachi electric, where it hits kind of like deeper, and so you're not really gonna get like the Kazuya. Well,
Yeah,
we
three.
We actually discovered something. We'll talk about
Three
that a little bit
electrics.
later.
But I mean, the electric wind god fist is there, and that was a question that a lot of people had when we saw this character for the first time. Is she gonna have that? Now, also, let's just kind of go over. A lot of comparisons have been made to Heihachi Mishima.
Yep.
What else does Reina
Yep.
have, Bubsy, that kind of, you know, is a homage to that character?
Homage, definitely. So we got the down forward 1-2, which is the 13 frame punishment. You can see here. Now it doesn't knock down like Heihachi's does, but this
Down
instead
forward
goes
1-2.
straight into heat.
Bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
And it does actually wall splat, which is good to know as well. It doesn't knock down and put you into heat, but even when it goes into heat, you will get a wall splat with down forward 1-2. So down forward 1-2 and down forward 1-1, right?
Yes, down forward 1-1. You got that as well. You know, the mid-high option. So it is, you know, something very reminiscent to, hey, actually you can duck the second hit. It's good for pressure tool.
And I think that one thing that's really good as well is her 1-1, right? Her jab. Just
so they made sure that she was
one.
like her own character, but that also they gave her some Heihachi's moves.
Range.
Yeah. I mean, jabs, when it comes to Mishima type characters, jabs are going to be very, very important. The fact that they're -1 is very important. We're kind of switched right now on our sides, but you can see that when I do this, it is on the right side, on block, and on hit +6, so not bad there, right?
Yeah, and she's even got the 1-1-2.
Bro, what are y'all talking about?
You can see right there.
Right, yes. 1-1-2. And we'll go into that a little bit more when we talk about punishment, but forward 4. I mean, Heihachi's forward 4 +2.
Yes, definitely. You know, not as plus.
Bro, and it's just like straight.
You know, the same kind of concept where it looks like it's got a little bit more range, personally. But you see there, you know.
Is it launch?
5. It is plus on block as well.
+2 on block, yeah. +2 on block, pretty good.
Okay.
And the forward 4-3 now. This is when I saw this move, I thought, oh no, is it going to check out a forward 4-3 launcher? Well, no, it doesn't launch, but it does knock down.
Into the heat
and I think
engager.
it might launch when you do the heat dash, right?
Yeah.
Ooh,
so
okay.
You do get a launch. But forward 4-3 again, that axe kick from the Mishimas borrowed, really good.
Yeah, if you want to talk about more, Heihachi, we can kind of touch a little bit into the stance. She also does have the Hell Axle to see right there.
Okay.
You know, it's from one of her stances, so it is locked behind that.
They just made it look
again,
completely different.
Paying homage to Heihachi Mishima.
Yeah, and then of course we've got to mention it, guys, right? The Hell Sweep. She has the double low Hell Sweep on hit is +2. It isn't as plus as the Heihachi one is, right? But +2, you can do the double low, or you can do the high. So crouch dash 4-4 and crouch dash 4-2, and you can see that it's actually the 2 is actually minus. It's -1. Boom, boom. So yeah, the Hell Sweeps again. It is something that you can sidewalk to the left too. It's like it's really just an application of Hell Sweep.
We can actually mention this. We'll touch on obviously the stance a little bit later, but if you do the crouch dash 4-2, not even on counter hit, just normal. If you hold down, it actually transitions into stance,
and that makes it plus right there. It is the
she has like what 3 stances so far.
The stance. We're going to be touching upon the stances very shortly, ladies and lads. But I mean, there is another move, Bubsy, the electric War God Kick.
You know, we was actually looking at that move's name in the list, and it was like something that we had to really drill into our head. Yes, electric War God Kick. So it's the same kind of annotations as electric, but this time you go for 3. So, you know, as you can see right there, she has an electric kick. Now, it isn't plus like an electric God Fist. It's actually -9, but as you just saw there, it actually counter hit launches.
Let's have a look.
So that's just the normal one. The normal one, actually, if you do not get it, okay, we just show the counter hit, but actually the normal one is minus on block. So if you just block it, see
-13.
-13, yeah.
And if you do the electric version, was it -9? Okay, -9.
So safe.
And this is good because if you walk forward, Bubsy, and stay on the ground, then it's actually a move which hits grounded, flips you over, right? So this is one of the only moves, guys, that you're going to be able to kind of flip your opponent around with.
That's cool. Because then if they try to wake up kick, that's probably going to be a launcher.
For a ground hitting move. So she has options here, Bubsy.
Definitely has options. And a scary thing about it, as it is a counter hit launcher, if they want to wake up, press some buttons, press a kick.
I'll just see.
You know, it's very risky. Let's just say that. It's
very
a very risky thing to do.
Therefore, now let's talk a little bit about the lows now. We got the crouch dash 1, like the this one here, the Omen, right? And she's got a couple of moves from there. Boom, boom. That's a high version, and then she got the -12 axe kick as well. So there's a bit of a mix.
So you got to do a
like
10-frame punish
when it comes to what similarities she has with the Mishimas. But she has another move that's quite similar to a character in Tekken 7, and I think I'm not even going to tell you what character it is, Bubsy. I'm going to let you tell the people once I've done it. Homing 16 frame homing move there. Well, who's that like?
So kind of like
bit of a Kazumi, right?
Yeah, Kazumi.
Yeah, that's a Kazumi homing move there, guys. And if you walk forward, Bubsy, look at the pushback. It has a lot of pushes.
Yeah.
Maybe
so you can't really punish it.
But the amount of pushback
I
doesn't
can't.
make it the best. I mean,
you probably can.
You know, it's a lot of pushback. You can't really continue your offense all too much. But I mean, to have that move is still pretty good, right?
Definitely. Well,
a lot of characters won't be able to, but I'm pretty sure it'll be punishable.
But I feel it's going to be a good mid homing check. It is quite fast, 16,
Yeah.
relatively okay.
That's it. So I think a lot of you Kazumi guys will be quite happy with that one. And then we can talk about just quickly about her lows. And this is where we think that her weaknesses, you know, she might have not the best lows here, but
So basically,
we
like
see the hell sweep, she has that. But outside of that, she has the down back 2. So down back 2,
because Heihachi did not have any.
on hit, it's minus
He didn't have any
3.
really good
On
lows.
block,
Like it was more of like
16.
I'm gonna catch
it's
you off
not
guard.
Like the best low. And also, it does not high crush.
Yes. Like I say, it does have the same kind of notations as Heihachi, but definitely not the same impact as a Heihachi's down back too. So, you know, it's a risky low. You don't really get that much reward off of it.
Yeah. Minus 3, and you know it doesn't high crush as well, so it's something you've got to be careful about.
9 frames.
Also, in terms of lows, you've got down back 4. Now down back 4 again is only minus 2. There is an extension. Just
Yeah, I'm
in
about to say it
case-
looks like there's
sorry.
an extension for it.
If you want to boom 1 plus 2, if you try to punish, you can mix it up. But on its own, down back 4 isn't great. If you walk forward, Bubsy, and get hit on the ground, and you see that and stay on the ground, you'll see that down back 4 actually flips you over as well.
Oh,
This,
okay.
like, this new property of these kind of lows, which
So
will
you
flip
can-
you over.
you can
I'm not sure what you
do-
guys can do with that, but hopefully
What
next
was it,
week
down
when you guys-
4
when you guys get your hands on the game,
into,
you know, figure out what you can do with this move, man.
the
Down
war
back
god
4,
kick?
you know, it has some utility, I'm sure. But in terms of a lows, Bubsy, I mean, apart from that, we have sidestep 4,
Maybe,
which on
maybe.
counter hit does
I might be wrong.
give you some good plus frames. Did you do sidestep 4? Boom. Yeah, it gives you plus 13, right? But
Okay.
again, not. I mean,
What
it's
is it
a
on
good low.
block?
It's
Minus 13.
gives you some- but again, lows not looking amazing. But she does have generic down 4, which we know in Tekken 8 has been nerfed now on Universe.
So she's gonna be. She's basically another Heihachi.
15. So yeah, that's one thing that we wanted to talk about. That's key moves though. We've talked about key moves. Let's now talk about her punishment.
Yeah, sure. So we're gonna start off with the 10 frames.
frames.
So you got 1-1-2. We said it before. The flash punch.
Nice,
That
nice.
transitions into a Sentai stance.
Yep.
We're getting to the Sentai stance.
And you can also hold back if you walk forward, Bubsy. You can hold back to not go into the stance, and it
Yes,
becomes
exactly.
+2.
Okay.
But a lot more plus if you transition into the Sentai stance, which gives you
Plus 11.
So
Yeah.
1-1-2.
Ridiculous.
What else do we got, Bubsy?
You got
Standing punishment.
1-2-2. So you can go
1-2-2,
into
yeah.
1-2-2. And that's 10 frames, right?
That's 10 frames, yeah.
So you got the, I think it's 2-2-2 for 12.
2-2-1
Okay.
for 12.
Oh, 2-2-1,
2-2-1.
sorry, yes.
This is all natural. Bam, bam, bam. That's a 12 frame punish. I mean, it does a lot of damage, and it also wall splats. And then on top of that, you have.
So then you're playing-
this too,
you're-
which is
you're playing
also
the
a
machine
12
game.
frame punish that you can use against your opponent. So I mean, you have multiple options for 12 frames.
Bro, that
Very
pushback.
reminiscent of Heihachi. Doesn't have the best range as well, so probably be going for something with range. Probably the 2, but like I say, 1+2 is also an option.
But
Yeah.
Bubsy, 12 frame mids. I mean, that's a good thing to have.
Definitely a good thing to have, definitely.
Now 13 frame, we've got the down forward 1-2, which we showed earlier. Bam, bam. That is your 13 frame that you're going to be punishing hop kicks with for the most part. What do you think about this one, Bubsy?
It is definitely, you know, a heavy hitting move to go straight into heat engage, you know, and put that additional pressure on. It's definitely, I think,
Right.
going to be one of the, you know, go-to key I-13 punishers, but she also does have the up forward 1 as well. Now, you don't get
And it goes into the stance.
much damage from this, but you're giving up damage for the mix-up situation when she goes into Heaven's Wrath.
Yeah, Heaven's Wrath there with the up forward 1. So you can choose.
I wish
She
they
has a lot
showed
of
the,
options when it comes to punishment, right?
the
And then
button
for,
inputs.
let's say 14 frame, Bubsy. I ain't got the skill like you,
I
but
mean,
when it
I
comes to
haven't got that, but-
execution. But can we show the electric? There it is, man. The electric, you can. I mean, we're thinking because of her misstep, similar to Kazuya, that maybe you will be able to execute this at 13 frames. If maybe we're just guessing, but for sure 14, and that is a punishment if you're on point. And we know that you.
So her
guys at
electrics are
home
gonna be a lot
on it, right?
easier.
I mean, 14 frame, pretty good there with the electric. That is a launch punish. But if you're not
And it's crazy
feeling
because in this
confident with
game,
your
it seems like they made
electrics, she does
the
have
machine
another
was a
punch
lot easier to
Down
play.
for 2, yes. Right there. So if you know want something easy,
that
she
12
does have
frame
easy
punish?
mode launches as well.
Yeah.
It is minus on punishable on hit. I mean on blocks, sorry.
Don't do it. Minus
Yeah,
12.
Minus 12,
minus
yeah.
12,
It is something that you easily get the party started with. Down forward 2, start your combos.
Yeah.
You know, we'll show the combos properly later on.
Yeah, definitely. And then, yeah, so down for 2. And then she's also got a really funny looking hop kick as well. So we can talk about that one. It is minus 13. It's a 17 frame, which means you can also do it from crouch if you block a very heavy low. Boom.
Is that up for 4?
Oh, no, I'm doing Wasani 4-4. Yeah, up forward 4 there, and it's an instant tailspin move. So yeah, again, looking like decent punishment. And now let's go into the Wasani punishment. I actually just showed you one of them, right? Similar to like most Mishimas, Wasani 4-4. It is minus 17 on block and plus, -1 on hit.
Yeah, that was actually kind of one of the things that I was actually shocked at. Is actually minus 17.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Because normally the tsunami kicks are about minus 15.
What about if you just use 4? Right,
yeah, so,
while watching 4.
Pretty good punish there. What else we got, Bubsy?
You got the while standing 1-1 5-13.
Yep, which goes into stance, right?
Yes, that definitely goes into Sentai stance.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, I mean, outside of that, then, from the 15, you've got a very good 15-frame launcher, but it's not a conventional one. It is a full crouch move if you walk forward, Bubsy. Actually, I'll walk forward. Yeah, there you go. You can see. Yeah, it's a big move there. You know, there's a chunk of damage,
while
and that's 50
crouching,
frame. Full crouch, down forward 4.
Yeah, down forward.
For your punish there, and you can get, like, I'm
Oh,
sure
I
you
was
guys
gonna
are
say down forward 3,
figure out
but
some
okay.
pretty nasty combos from that one. So you have that, and then of course you got the up forward 4, just in case you want to go for that for some reason. But there is another move, Bubsy, that we found
That's a nice flip,
pretty
though.
funny in full crouch, and it's a 14-frame punish.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this move, but we'll show it anyway. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
While standing 3+4.
While standing 3+4.
Now it gives you plus 14, which means that sometimes down forward 1-4 is going to be guaranteed if you're in range, right?
Yeah,
you might be able to probably use that like in a scramble situation or on
it does
while
give you
they're on
guaranteed
wall.
damage, but you have to be in the right range. That's the thing, right? So at the wall, it definitely works. Maybe in the open, as you can see, it gives it's too much pushback. But I mean, it could be a move that
situational move.
Which kind of moves back a little bit too, right?
It's a weird one. I don't know
and
how
it looks like it goes backwards.
We're showing the people. This is a deep dive, Bubsy. We're here. Redbull Gamers Fair in London. You're giving these guys the full story right now. But yeah, while standing 2+4, that is another thing. And then of course, while standing 2, which gives you also some.
Oh, definitely Heihachi move.
Yeah, and actually, I'll key charge for you on counter hit.
Yeah, on counter you get plus 14, which could give you a guaranteed thing. So if you key charge again, bam, 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 guaranteed.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, cool. So down forward 1-2,
They definitely made this game
now, we did use this while standing 2 quite a lot, and maybe some of you guys were like, oh no, Heihachi's while standing 2, such an evasive move, so good. It is evasive, but it's not as good, we think, as sorry, not as evasive as the Heihachi one. But on counter, it does give you some good stuff. Maybe a nerfed version of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So punishment, what do you think, Bubsy, in the end?
I think it's strong punishment, especially when you start to utilize her Sentai stance.
It's a typical Mishima.
1-1 gives you the Sentai, says the 1-1-2 can also give you the Sentai. And I feel that's going to be where this character is going to start shining when she's in your face with the mix-ups.
Yeah, I can't do Electros now. No,
you can do it. You got it inside.
-5?
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about some of her other key moves, right? And I think that one of them, Bubsy, is going to be forward 2. I think this move is so good, and it transitioned into stance. So I think this moves us beautifully into talking about the stances. And first up, I want to talk about the Sentai stance. So Sentai stance is a stance that you execute with forward 3, and it has multiple options for it. So we're going to go through all the options right now. The first option that she has from this is Sentai 1-2, which is the Power Crush.
Okay.
And this is actually something that you're going to be able to use in combos. I feel like combo enders, Bubsy, this is something that was quite commonly used.
Yes, definitely. She actually has the extension as well. So if you do the Sentai 1 and do quarter circle forward 2, as you can see, there's a lot of display, the blue spots, and everyone likes a blue spot.
So you can quarter circle forward 2?
Yes, on the second hit. So you
That's
do
dope.
Sentai 1, quarter circle forward 2.
Jeez, look at that.
And
Very good.
it
gives you that extra
seems like
damage,
you
of course.
can't jab out of that.
And then she has so the quickest move out of this stance is the 3, and it's a heat engager, right?
Yes, it is. And this is very, very reminiscent of Lydia. So if any of you guys played Lydia, I think it was Cap Foot Stance 2 or 1. It's one of them. And she had like a kick move that was really keeping you in check. And if you press the button, you would get counter hit.
So basically, they combined
1-1-2 into 3. That is going to
Heihachi and Lydia.
Right? Forward 4-2 into 3 as
into
well.
one
It seems to be
character.
a good option, but it is a high you can duck and launch it. But talking about things that you can't duck and launch, we have
kind of sad, man. I
Sentai
wish
4,
Lydia
which is
would be able to come back.
+4 low crush, right? So if your opponent is down jabbing or something, this is something that you could definitely use. So I'll do forward 4-2 into the Sentai 4. Let's see if you down jab it. Maybe on block you can. Oh, you can't. Whoa.
Yeah, that takes too long.
We thought this looks like a. We're learning ourselves here, lads. Go on, do the down jab again. But no.
Oh, okay.
On hits, it doesn't. Okay, maybe it depends on the frames, but definitely some moves crush at later frames.
Yeah.
You can see that on block there it did low crush, but sometimes I guess it won't.
Yeah,
but it's still
but
plus
it's
4, Bubsy. That's something that you can put a lot of pressure on with, right?
Definitely, you can put the pressure on. And you see, moving on from the Sentai, you got the Sentai. Well, you done Sentai 3, didn't you?
Yeah, let's do 1+2 now.
Okay, Sentai 1+2. Now this is an interesting move because it actually.
And then it goes into another
transitions
stance.
Another move, Heaven's Wrath. Now we've figured
She's
out this
gonna
actually
be
has quite
oppressive
good
friendly.
tracking styles. Yeah.
Yeah. So we found out that actually sidestep left is the way you want to go. If you do forward 4-2 into, like, let's say 1 or 2 or something, Bubsy, do forward 4-2 into Sentai 2. See, sidestep left, but now
They
do
took their
1+2.
camera away.
And you see that it does have, and it will give you a guaranteed hit as well. Now this is also a tail flip. It's a tail flip combo extender. So 1+2, we notice it does have good tracking. It's going to be difficult for you to deal with this stance. We feel like.
Yes.
But there is also a low, Bubsy, with a 3+4. Show us that low.
Okay.
4.
3+4. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Hey. You've always got that throw as well, which is pretty good. Hey,
Oh.
hey.
Go.
Yeah, 4-4-2 into the 3+4. Oh, that is not too good. My button's
Goodness.
there, and you see that is actually it is plus, but it's launch punishable, heavily launch punishable. If you do the low, actually I'll do the low. There we go, and you see that it's -29, man. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. So yeah, -29, but it is a low that you're going to run. It's got a lot of evasion.
Yes.
And a couple more moves we're going to talk about. Sentai stance, Sentai 2, which is a safe mid check. So
Wow.
it's -4,
Positive
but on
4.
hit, you know, it's going to do some good damage, and it gives you that +8. So, I mean, this has a lot of things, as well as a throw, which hits you down and may give you a
-4.
guaranteed
Sorry.
hit.
They keep
with
switching,
Sentai
so I'm like
1+3.
trying to
And just to
pay
mention,
attention to what
actually, the
side.
Sentai throw cannot be broken. It has to be ducked. Yeah.
So there is a lot of mix-up potential, ladies and lads, when it comes to the Sentai stance, and there are ways to get into it. As we mentioned, the most common way is probably going to be forward 4-2. Just like Lydia, as you mentioned, there's a lot of contrast to be made with Reina and Lydia, right? Forward 4-2 into Sentai, and you know, we're watching some people were like, well, this seems to be like a good move. Like, I feel like a lot of people are going to use the forward 4-2, and even on its own, it is safe, right?
Definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was to say,
So let's
but
talk about
you
her
probably get
Heaven's
jabbed
Wrath
out of
stance.
it.
Let's just go for that really
Let's go into the Heaven's Wrath stance very quickly then. Let's talk about Heaven's Wrath. So Heaven's Wrath is the other stance by doing down 1+2. And this one is interesting because you can actually transition into the Rave Dash.
Yeah,
and it
but
has a
that
lot of
stance
good moves to it,
looks
right,
so
Bubsy?
slow.
definitely. So we can go
She's probably gonna have to
the
hit
one,
that
and
while
this is one of the
you
most interesting ones. It
knock
has
him
one,
over or knock
which
him
is a
down.
Tracking high move, and it also has a mid option out of that. So if you try to, you know, if you block that one, you try to interrupt.
Yeah.
And what's even funkier about this stance is, once that is, you do the one homing move, you can actually hold forward to actually go back into
Okay.
Sentai.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we're looping stances now, ladies and gentlemen. We're looping stances here.
So yeah, this is definitely
one
a
to look out
Mishima
for.
slash
And then
Lydia.
we got the safe heat engager with Sentai 1+ with Sentai 2, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go, beautiful. Sentai 2 there.
We're gonna be seeing a lot of Reinas.
Power crush with Sentai 1+2. Again, it kind of looks like a 1+2 normally, but it's a power crush, pretty good move there. And you kind of touched upon it, the Hell Axle.
Yes, you can see it. It's just a 3-4. Now this move is scary, +6 on block. And the thing about this as well, you can actually loop it back into
Keep
Heaven's
doing it, do it
Wrath.
again. Do it
That's
again.
dope.
+8.
Do it again.
I'll do it again. I'll keep doing it.
Oh,
Look at the pushback
no.
there.
Can
Okay, but
sidestep
you can
that,
sidestep
see
it.
there,
Okay,
but,
okay.
I mean, that is plus.
But that's
and
gonna
you
be
can start
risky
mixing
on
up the other
wall.
options from it, right?
That's gonna be
Talk about the
risky
other
when you're on the
options.
wall.
Ladies and lads, this one kind of blew our mind a little bit. The political storm. Oh my God.
He really does. If you look here, is while standing 4, and look at the time you have to hit confirm it.
Yeah.
That is all
So much
guaranteed.
time. Yeah, all guaranteed.
Ah,
Such a
man.
good thing to, such a good move and string to that she can use. And on top of that, you know, after that stance, of course, we got the Onsoku stance.
I'm
where,
bummed
you
out
know,
they
she
took-
can get
I-
heat back
that
when
they
she's
took
in
away
heat,
the
and there's
Lydia.
evasion to it. There's, you know,
can-
in heaven, when you have heat engaged, and if you try to hit me with the move now, high, Bubsy,
Yeah, go on.
do something like, when I go, go. You see
go.
that it has an inbuilt
Ooh.
parry, right? So, look, Reina is very, very deep. We could sit here all day, Bubsy, and talk about Reina, but unfortunately, we haven't got all day, and we hope that we're able
Yeah, 'cause there's so
to
much.
learn a little bit about Reina, and we will be back with some more character breakdowns of other characters.
Yes, we will.
But before that, we're going to be getting.
All right. So
into-
before they do that, man, I'm gonna end this video right here, man. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you like this, man, the Academy, assassinate that like button, man. Hit that bell not to miss any of this coolest, man. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys want the merch, man, the link will be in the description down below. The sun is shining super bright right now, so you guys cannot see it. But let's get right into the next video. All right.